Working stiffs, what is up? It's your boy Hollywood 1044, bringing you another episode of Conquer. Today we have the curse rod of Greatwood, uh, weaknesses fire slash thrust, and he drops the transposing kiln. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Now, some things to remember, right? We want to attack his nutsack right there. That's going to take us to the second phase of the boss fight. We want to attack his nutsack again. After that, we want to attack his right arm. So if we remember those three things, we'll be good at defeating this boss. Not really hard, actually one of the easier bosses during this wretched game. I loved it, by the way. But now you may ask yourself, well, this is an optional boss and this is like my 10th time. Why am I even fighting him if I can run away and go fight a boss who's required? Well, the reason being is because he's going to give you the transposing kill. What that's going to allow you to do is each boss you fight, you know how you get their souls, you can use those souls to get better equipment and better weapons. So that's one reason why you do want to fight him, especially if you're doing like a sorcery build, pyromancer build. You know, you may need those souls to get special items, or better items, I should say. And the only way you can do that is by getting that transposing kill. Okay. So again, right, this is phase 2. His nutsack reappears. Let's go ahead and follow the same formula, right? Let's go ahead and attack them first. And what that's going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to get to the third and final part in beating this boss, right? So we attack his nutsack. He stands up to walk. And what's going to happen is he's going to fall, and the white arm that is there is the arm that we're going to attack. Another good nugget of information to remember when fighting this boss is use the space. You know, use the space. If you want to do everything that I said, you know, attack those nuts, the white arm, you got to use the space around you, because if he's coming down full force, or if he's rolling, which I think he's going to do here, right, you want to know that you have enough space to get out of the way. And then be patient and pick your spots. Now, this looks like a perfect time, perfect opportunity to go ahead and attack. Now, something else I want to say to you, don't get greedy. I got greedy this time, and I'll show you what happens when you get greedy. Again, remember patience. So I can't stress that enough. Getting greedy will lead to things like this. If this is your first playthrough, him doing that could literally kill you, and then you'd be starting all over. So again, pick your spots. Patience is a virtue. Patience is key in all the bosses that you're going to encounter in Dark Souls. So now that we've created space, we get a clear understanding, a clear picture of what's going on. So right when them legs open up, let's get the hatching. And it shouldn't take much longer to get to the other phase of the boss fight. Again, because we created space, we can see him perfectly roll, and we see our opportunity. So let's go ahead and take advantage of it. All right, there we go. Now, this is the final part. The white arm is revealed. That's what we have to attack next. Now, there are two opportunities to attack the arm, right? So he's coming at you. If you don't get hit by this, once he splatters down, you can attack then. And the other one, which is the more perfect option, is when he stands up and he stumbles. So now he should be about to get up. Once he does that, again, we've created our space, right? Let's keep an eye on him. He stumbles and falls. The arm is exposed. Let's go ahead and attack it. I prefer this option because, again, if we're taking advantage of space, if we're taking advantage of the opportunity, what better way, right, than for him to fall, stumble, and then you attack the arm. The other way is a little more risky, right, because you could simply die. If he's to fall, if he's crawling towards you and he falls, you could die. So again, wait for him to stumble, fall. Let's go ahead and attack that arm. And I can guarantee you that if you are following these steps, right, if you're being patient, if you're picking your spots, if you wait for him to stumble, fall, you should have no problem defeating the curse rod of Greatwood. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, And leave comments on how you guys actually beat them too. Like I said, it took me maybe 10 or 11 tries to defeat them. So, you know, if you guys have better methods or better ways, you know, just let us know here at Work First Game Later. Work your stiffs, do what you do. I'm out.